Hello everyone, NIO Lifer here again. I'll try not to speak too loud because I'm gonna show you guys something very special. I got very lucky today. I did not know this thing existed. So they have some sort of classic cars club display or meetup or whatever. That's great, amazing, because NIO is a car brand and I want to use the opportunity here to show you guys how difficult actually it is to build a great brand. A lot of shareholders talk about why NIO not doing this, not doing that, or they have to make a profit right now. They have to remember the company is not just building cars and selling the cars. They're building an ecosystem and building a brand. And I want you guys to see how important a brand is. When you build a brand right, the brand lasts forever. Even when the company is gone, the brand stays. And here's the best example. I bet most people have no bloody idea what those cars are. I believe they are Trabants, but I could be wrong. Then got here. I'm just reading off the labels here because I'm not an American car fan. I actually never owned. Let me think about. Have I ever owned an American-made car in my life? No. But I drove one beautiful car. What is it called? I'm stuttering now here because I was trying to remember. I will tell you guys later. I used to drive a beautiful convertible through the entire United States with an ex-girlfriend of mine during the university time. I shout out to her. She might be watching my channel right now. Shout out to her because we just recently had indirectly our contact exchanged. She is now probably married with children and stuff like that. I have no interest to physically reconnect with her, but it was one of the best memories I ever had in my life. Having a convertible, driving around the United States, going through all the national parks and have a beautiful girl next to you. Those are the memories that an old man like me will never forget. So thank you very much for giving me that memory, miss. You know who you are. Okay, now back to the cars. They are beautiful. What is this? Is it a Rolls Royce? No, Jaguar? Looks like a Jag, but I could be totally wrong. I have zero idea. No, it's a BMW. Seriously? I have no idea. Model 502, year 1958, V8. This is a BMW. Oh, I'm a BMW fan. I have no bloody idea this car existed. Shame on me. That's shame on me, actually. Yeah, looks like I'm not that old because you need to be really old to know this car well, I guess. But nevertheless, this is a BMW. As you guys can see, even brands like BMW have long time to mature. They truly have to mature. Oh yeah, the longish kidney grill. Because they pushed the grill up, I couldn't see it. This is the thing they try to recall in the new generation, that big ass grill. So here, BMW did not just have kidney grills, they had actually lung grills. Yeah, ugly. Sorry. This looks more like a Jag to me than anything else. But okay, so I'm not gonna read out the labels for you guys, but you guys can see for yourself what car sales are. But back to NIO cars and shares. It takes a long time to build brands like NIO. Very long time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 years is never enough. A car brand, a great car brand is built over 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Like Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini. Even the Fiat brand took many years to build. This is a Ford GT, really. Ford GT look like this. Not bad. This is actually the first car I like. Quite like Trans Am. That's the one car I actually like, Trans Am. Yeah. Beautiful bird on top. Yeah. What do we have over there? So basically, building car brand takes long time, very long time, and that they can build NIO at such a neck-breaking speed. Thunderbird. Yeah. That they are able to build a car brand at such a fast speed is pretty amazing. Should be a 190D. What is this? Nice puppy. Beautiful car. This car is solid, rock solid. That's a Jag. So now you guys can see why I thought it was a Jag. Look at the grille. Doesn't this just look like the BMW grille? If you forget about the Jag and the logo, it'd be now, and the lamp looks very similar to the BMW, doesn't it? It's almost like the BMW tried to copy the Jag and then but that's the more of the iconic Jag look. Yeah, but I actually feel sorry for the Jag owner. You know what happened to Jaguar, right, guys? In case you guys don't know, Jaguar became Fagua. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Back to other cars. Oh, there's a police station, a police car, but that area is not so good. Let me see. Oh, camper vans. I love camper vans, particularly Volkswagen camper vans. Love those things. So you guys get an idea of how the German car culture is like. Very different to the American car culture, Asian car culture. Tradition is important in Germany. That means when, for example, someone renovate or refurbish a car like this, the California, Westphalia, or whatever, they want to make it as original as possible. Usually they don't try to butcher the car. They usually try to keep it. Fiat 600. Don't see that often. Beautiful car with the fresh flowers on top. That's pretty nice. Yeah, don't see that often. Mini cars. So maybe Firefly will one day to be this iconic, like a Fiat 500. What is this? What the heck is this? Alpine? Oh, really? That's the original Alpine. Yeah. Wow. I have never seen the original Alpine in my life. I always thought the new Alpine looks weird. Now I understand where did they get it from. They got the face from the grandfather. Renault. Renault are great cars in France, not so much in other countries. Which Porsche is this? My knowledge in Porsche is not as good as it used to be. And this should be a rally Porsche. Yeah, Panamericana, Carrera, Panamericana. This is a rally Porsche. You guys can see the rally lights and the straps. Yeah, classic rally car. Beautiful, love it, absolutely love it. Does he still drive it? I'm not sure. 356, but in the rally version. The 356 come in many different versions. So this is Porsche SC. Porsche SC, and I think most stuff on this should be original. Here's a Corvette. Nice Corvette. Corvette is actually one of my son's favorite cars, so he probably loved seeing this car here. Yeah, Corvette. Classic Corvette, not bad. Here, Chevrolet Corvette as well, but why look so different? It must be the older version of the Corvette. Yeah, my knowledge of the American cars is abysmal. I have no idea what I'm looking at right now. Like, if those are BMWs or Porsches, I can tell you something about the cars. Oh, beautiful! That's the Isetta. That one I can instantaneously recognize. This is a BMW. That's a Isetta, or Isetta, other country will call it. I'm not even sure they sold this car in any other country in the world, other than here. BMW Isetta. I've never seen one so up close. Beautifully well kept. So the entrance in the Isetta is going to the front, and then you close it up, and then you can drive. Look at all that. It's amazing. Can you guys imagine this was a BMW? The badge of BMW is built over a long time. They made some of the beautiful cars and controversial cars, but this one is iconic, absolutely iconic. And I think I'm driving in Australia currently also an iconic BMW, the i3S. I don't think they'll make another full carbon fiber car for so little money. Yeah. Hope I don't get a copyright strike from the music here. So many American cars. That looked like a Model T, but I could be wrong. Ford. So my American audience, please help me out here. What other cars I've been looking at here? Yeah. This is an interesting one as well. What is this actually? Like the color, like the shape, but I have no idea what I'm looking at. I really don't know. I actually never seen those cars in my life. It's the first time ever. Okay, I don't think the music will be copyrighted. It's just one guy on piano. So I want you guys to understand, NIO might disappear one day as a car brand. It might, truly might. If you cannot make enough sales, it will disappear. However, this is the market. I'm gonna return to myself. However, you guys need to understand that the make or break of NIO is not depending on how many cars it sells this week or next week. It's about long-term strategy of the business. The long-term strategy of NIO as a business is to establish battery swapping as the gold standard globally. And for that to happen, they have to make all the infrastructure investments. They have to make technology inventions. They have to file for patents. All that stuff is not cheap. Most of the losses NIO has incurred so far are actually incurred through tech investments. Not what you guys think, that rent went out the door for NIO houses. NIO houses are, yes, they are very expensive. They are very expensive to design, to realize, to staff, to maintain. We're losing an incredible amount of money on the NIO houses, but don't forget one thing. Those houses are there to create a brand touch point that's changed the perception of the brand for the new customer for the rest of his life. And that is something you can't change with simple advertising or simply just display a car on the showroom without anything additionally. It's very difficult to differentiate yourself brand-wise from other companies. So that's the reason I fully support the NIO House initiative, but the NIO House needs to be better utilized. That's the reason I'm testing this idea, and I hope the people working at NIO can watch my video and take this as a constructive idea that you guys can adopt the idea of NIO girls. So the girl I put into your house is just a random girl I met at an event, and why not opening positions for NIO girls worldwide? In every house, put a NIO girl in, or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, where did my idea come from? It actually come from Thailand. I actually got this idea from all the different Thai bars, the beer bars in Thailand. I don't even drink, but one thing I observed in Thailand is the only way for you to sell drinks to the customers is by putting attractive staff in the bar and get people to pay drinks for the girls. And their job is to having conversation. Of course, everybody knows they do more than that as well. But the initial stage is about having conversation and having an engaging experience. I'm not saying you guys should do the same with NIO girls. The polar opposite is the case. How about turning people points like the staff into conversation artists? Like yesterday, I had a very short, brief conversation with Jacqueline. She works at a bar in NIO House, Düsseldorf, and she was a great conversation artist. She was able to hold the conversation very well, very friendly, and very positive, and train the staff to be conversation artists or employ proper conversation artists. Someone like NIO girls I put into your house. Yeah, those girls can go there, just talk. Just get them to talk about anything. They become therapists to the customers. Imagine the emotional connection to the brand. If you go to the house, NIO house, you look at a beautiful car, you talk to a nice girl who's gonna listen to your problems, and at the same time you have a nice drink, what do you think what car you're gonna buy next time? You're not gonna buy a Mercedes, you're not gonna buy a Porsche, you're gonna buy the car that gave you the car from the car brand that gave you the most emotional connection. That is gonna happen. And what's better in the connection than human connection? So NIO houses are great background drops for amazing human interactions. I spent something like, I think yesterday I spent something like 3 hours I think, together with NIO girl in the NIO house in Düsseldorf. And it was a great human connection. We were there taking pictures for her Instagram and other stuff. But at the same time, we had great conversations, got to know her a bit better. And all these are the positive experiences that gets stayed forever in the brain of the potential customer. So I want everybody who watched this video to think the creative ways NIO houses can be used for to increase customer interaction. Because empty space is everywhere. I just walk past tons of empty space. Beautiful empty spaces are everywhere, okay? Majority of the empty spaces are never utilized. But make the space vibrant is not an easy task. However, the human element is the one that makes everything vibrant. So I hope some of the people who NIO is going to watch my videos, I'm pretty sure, and I hope you guys take this in the best possible constructive way. I'm a shareholder. I have nothing but the best wishes for the company. If you guys go down, I'll lose everything. So I have no negative interest in what I do. I really just want the best of the best for everybody, for the shareholders, for the customers and for the employees as well. My interests are 100% aligned with your interest. Therefore, I strongly recommend you to listen to what I say, but also read my comment section. My fans, my followers on YouTube are amazing. They are representing the best of the NIO users, but those are also the active people. So listen to those people, read those comments, take all the comments seriously, and make sure that NIO has a great future and not ending up like those classic cars, homeless on the riverfront. Okay, thank you very much for watching. This is probably my last video of the day. Thanks a lot. Bye.